right, fourth graders. If you could please put all your materials away, the only thing you need on your desk is your Bud Not Buddy book. Let's do that. Thank you to Freddie, who I see is all ready to go. All right, now, cover knife. I'm still waiting for a few more people to be ready. I do want to remind you all that we do have a visitor today. Like I told you, we will be filming this lesson. If you notice on the video camera, there's a microphone. So people who watch the video will be able to hear everything that is said in the class.
Well, our thoughts?
Not our thoughts, but what comes out of our mouth. So, it's very important too that when I'm giving directions, you listen, and that when we go into the group work that we will be doing, all of our voices, Mariano, stay low, so that everyone can be heard. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I have to remind you that I want all scholarly behavior. I don't want to have to add more people to my after-school detention list already. Am I clear on that? So let's just put everything else away. I'm still seeing other books on our desk, or math and binders. You'll need your desk space. That's why I want everything clear, even water bottles. Pencils, of course. Sorry, all that needs to go. Thank you. And fourth graders also, just like be yourself. Don't be robots. I'm going to ask questions, you guys respond as you normally do. Okay? Is that understood? Okay, so we're ready. Yes, Arya? You want me to? You want me to guess? Alright, so, fourth graders. Over the past 2 weeks, we have been reading our novel, Bud Not Buddy. And we've gotten pretty far into our book. And as we've been reading, I've been noticing, Stacy, some things that keep getting brought up in our novel. Our narrator, first person point of view, our narrator Bud keeps talking about certain items or certain things that are important to him. Or even, Bud not even say that they're important, but Destiny, you don't need anything. But they continue to get brought up, and Stacy, they show us important things about Bud. Anthony, your hand was up before I go on. Yes?
Can I say something?
Yes?
These are Malone and her dimple.
Excellent. So, for instance, he's been thinking about that character we met. On it, and your hand was also up.
The picture of his mom that he has in his suitcase.
Excellent. All right, so before we get into a discussion about each of those, I wanted to bring up some certain items or things or things that happen to Bud that just kind of recur throughout our novel so far. So the first one of those, Isaiah, the first one is food. Food seems to be coming up throughout the novel. The second one is either him sleeping or talking about a bed, like where he's going to sleep. Another one is his family, or even the relationships that he has while being on the lam. He also has a lot of memories that he talks to us about. And then there's two more, Karen. His name and facts about his name, again, keep getting brought up. And our last one, clothes. Bud talking about his clothes also continues to be brought up. Vivian?
This is a good discussion about the project we're having.
Yeah, we will do a project, don't worry about that. Isaiah, your hand was also up. Okay. And Carla.
Memories is like letters.
Okay, so memories, you might also give an example, like his flyer, because he starts thinking about.
Mom.
Excellent. All right, let me explain our activity, and then I'll answer questions. Now, each of these has been shown throughout our novel. Bud has talked about food, or some things have happened with food and Bud, as well as the rest of our items that we're going to talk about today. What you are going to do is, just like Carla was telling us about, his memories and his thoughts. Well, he was talking about the flyer, the blue flyer that he thought his dad was in. That is an example of a memory that Bud has shown us. An example of food might be, the food line at the mission with the oatmeal. Oatmeal. Do you see how we're able to come up with specific examples of each of these things in the novel? Well, what you are going to do is you are going to work with your table mates. And each table is going to get one of these items. What your job is going to be is you and your table mates are going to work together in order to write down examples of each thing that's been brought up in the novel. After you write down all of these examples about your particular thing, we're going to talk about what these things are really called. Okay? Now, I'm going to give a poster and one marker to each table. The person I give the marker to will be the recorder for today. Everyone will be able to participate in their thoughts with the poster, but there will just be one person per table that is going to write it on the board or the poster. And then we'll share. Are there questions about our activity? Yes, Valeria.
So you're saying that we're going to share them first with our table mates and then write them down?
I'm sorry, I was a little distracted. Can you say that one more time?
So you're saying that we share them with our table mates and then write them down?
So when you get your poster, that will let you know what thing you're focusing on. And then you and your table mates are going to work together to come up with examples from the novel about that. Okay? Yes, Carla.
Can the person who's writing still give ideas?
Absolutely, absolutely. Daphne.
The one that you get, you have to do it?
Yes. It's just luck of the draw. Isaiah?
Is relationship another word for love?
You can think of that, absolutely. Relationships, you know how when you're in a family, you have that family relationships? Well, remember what type of character Bud is. Right now, he's in search of his family. So that's why I wanted to put relationships, because he has other important relationships with others, not just with others. And Maria.
So you're going to pass around the marker?
No, just one person is going to be writing your thoughts. Okay? Can someone repeat the directions back to me to make sure that I know all of you are understanding this? Yes, Melissa.
You're gonna give us a poster, and we're gonna have to choose the one that you gave us, and then we're gonna have to see the things that have with it, and then we're gonna listen.
Yes, and your recorder at your table is writing down the examples. Now, one more thing that I want to tell you. When you give an example, give a page number about where it talked about that example. If you can't find the exact page, but you remember where it was, then Isaiah, give the chapter. Like I remember Bud talking about the flyer and explaining the flyer in chapter 1. So that when we review it, we can look back in the novel there. Are we good?
Yes.
All right, I'm putting up 3 volume checks. I know I won't have to give 3 and stop the activity, but remember, we're working as a group, voices low. Sorry, Ed.
If you don't want to use smart thing, can you use pen?
No, I'm giving you the marker, okay? Natalia?
On the chapter, then you have to write the chapter and the page number, or just?
If you can't come up with the chapter or the page, hold up. I would prefer a page number. If you can't find the exact page number, write down the chapter. Good? Now, when you get your poster, start thinking about examples there. And then when I see tables who are discussing quietly, not yet, but discussing quietly, I'm going to come around and give you the marker. Okay? All right, so now every table has your poster. I want to see you start discussing examples about your topic. Okay? You can get started, and I'm looking for recorders.
Bud. It's a flower. Yes. That bud.
And take someone on the roof. Yes.
And then he keeps on saying but not buddy. Do not call him.
Hi, mister. This is well, that's all good.